Hey, how you doing everyone? It's Rhodesy here for Indie Hackers Perth. This is the November podcast and I thought I'd try a video blog this time. Let's get into it. Virgin's in the news recently for doing their first successful test of the Hyperloop in Nevada. They sent two very petrified passengers down that little hole and as you can see by all the engineers and all support crew, they're all praying, so that must be a good sign. This completes 3 years of development, which is, really small amount of time to do something as ambitious as this, and I think it's fantastic. They're going to continue on with development, and this will be more towards their goal of sustainability and cost-effective transportation between towns, cities, and even countries. So, well done, Virgin, and let's see what happens. AWS Activate is also happening at the moment. I've been fortunate enough to be a participant in that, and I'm very, very happy. AWS Activate is a way for startups to get AWS credits, support, and training, and it's a great initiative. And it allows for, if you're a self-started startup, you can get up to $1,000 AWS credits, and if you are part of if you have funding from other places, like an accelerator, that's the word I'm looking for, you'll find that you can get up to $10,000 in credits, which is amazing. So well done, AWS, for providing that for the community. More on AWS and communities, it's AWS Community Days, and this has been a great week. They've gone through things like voice and IoT and machine learning. There's even more to come, and if you can't really make it during the online sessions, you can watch them via YouTube. They've all been recorded, just like myself. I do like to sit down with some chili noodles or something and kind of watch them at night. So again, it's a great initiative, and if you can get to watch them, all the best. Another kind of big tech giant, Apple, has had their One Last Thing event. And I was kind of excited to see if there was something that was kind of innovative and new, and there kind of was. Their silicon, Apple Silicon for their Macs was kind of on show, and it's they're touting 3 to 5 times the performance increase of standard kind of computers on the market these days. I don't know what that means, but well done to them for bringing their own silicon out. Kind of reminds me of the old days between the old PowerPC and Intel, and having a watch of it, and going back to the old kind of WWDCs and watching it is very similar. So very interesting to see if you're a history nut or just an old fart like me. I guess in America the 2020 elections have happened, and now that President Trump is now not really the president anymore, or kind of is for the next few months, Joe Biden might be able to get the 2050 emissions targets back on track. Now, 70 countries and almost 400 cities have signed up. All Australian states have also signed up, not federally, for hard and aspirational goals, whatever that means, for meeting these kind of lofty emissions targets. So I think that because of that, and because you've got UK as well coming on board, and a few other countries who are really kind of excited about the 2050 targets, I think if you have any kind of environmental or sustainability kind of technology or projects you want to get off the boards, I think now is the time. I think there's going to be a gold rush again, and get on board with that and see what you can kind of get out to market. I guess in more voting news as well, the Startup News awards are on again this year, and it's a great opportunity. There's 3 categories for awards. One is the most admired startup, most admired startup person, and most admired startup supporter. So get your voting in now. You don't have to sign up or anything, which is kind of strange, but that's fine. And the awards will be announced at the Freo Startup Fest at Little Creatures on the 3rd of December. So get into there and get voting. Just on that, there is that Startup Awards is part of the Freo Tech Fest, and that's a sundowner event on the 3rd, as I said before, at Little Creatures of December. It's a great night. It's the second year they've run this, and it brings together founders, investors, and industry and government for a night of pitching and awards and celebrations. And I think it's a great initiative. And if you've ever been to one, you'll know that it's a great night. This is part of the Greater Perth West Fest, which is a week-long innovation festival, which brings mentors and CEOs and all kinds of people, together for a week-long event. It's a great initiative, great events, and there's lots of kind of speakers, and you can have for great networking, pitching opportunities, hackathons, and also student workshops. So come and be a part of it, and I think you'll find that there's some great content. As always, this is November, and we have another Indie Hackers Meetup on the 19th at 5:30 at Riff. So please come. Please come before 6, because I think they'll close the doors. They'll start probably closing doors now. And we may or may not have a December meetup. I'm not sure yet. So hopefully we will, but otherwise I'll probably just do another podcast like this. So I hope you get to, like myself, have a bit of a sit outside today in this beautiful weather before it kind of changes again. So have a great day, and hope to see you on the 19th.